All right, I think we live. Yeah, we live. All right, peace and black power, everybody. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to be here with us today. We got an esteemed panel. On today's topic is out with the old, in with the new. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. Again, peace and black power to everybody. And I thank you for taking your time out to look out this. Even for those who watching the playback, we just want to thank y'all. This is our weekly show where once a week on Thursdays at 9:30, we try to come up here and just talk and vibe with the family and just talk about different topics. So again, name of the show today is Out with the Old, In with the New. I'd like to start it off, because reading is so fundamental. We like to start the show off by introducing a book to the family. Once a week, we want to introduce a new book to the family. So, so we can promote reading. Very fundamental, and it's something that we must do. And a lot of times for us in America, our ancestors wasn't able to read from one point in time in history. So now that we are able to read, we need to exercise and work that brain. So today we got Miss Julie. She's gonna introduce a book to the family today. So I'm gonna pass. Hey Julie, unmute your mic.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Right, I have a book here called A Time to Advance. It's for those who believe in God, Yeshua, Yahweh, whatever you want to call him. A lot of people have issues with the constellations and star signs, thinking, oh, if you believe in God, you shouldn't really, fool around such things. But God is the creator of the star signs. This book links the star signs to God and also the Hebrew months, and also each tribe represents a month. So it's a good read. There's a lot of information in there. It also includes, how to line up yourself spiritually with God's calendar and not the world's calendar, which also includes it also includes the 7 holy days, as opposed to Easter and Christmas. There's a lot of information in it. I'll just show you one page. This is just a quick, look at one of the pages. This is the month of Nisan, which lines up roughly with March, April, which is also the month of Passover. The constellation would be the Aries Ram. As you know, as a believer, that's the Passover month is related to Yeshua dying, and he was a Passover lamb, and Aries is a ram or a lamb. That everything lines up with God rather than with the horoscopes are about man, but really it was about what God was doing on the earth and not what men. We talk about our love life and stuff like that with the horoscopes. It was really about what God was doing with us, and we took God out of it and made it into something else. So it's a really good read. It's by Chuck P.S. and you can get it on Amazon. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you, Julie. And what's the name of the book again?
A Time to Advance.
So the name of the book is A Time to Advance. And hey, I think everybody should get the book and read the book. Because I'm a student of knowledge, so I love to read. So A Time to Advance also, since I had Julie to speak, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my panel. We have Marquise Perry. You want to say anything to the family? Hey man, you want to say anything or not? All right. Let me unmute his mic, maybe. All right. Well, I guess not. Al Tariq, starting point.
Hey, peace and Black Panther family. This is Al Tariq Hayes, CEO, founder of Starting Point, and I am excited about today's show, Out with the Old, In with the New. So, looking forward to a great show tonight.
All right, peace, fam. Peace, family. All right, so look, I'm gonna jump right into it. You know, I'm gonna jump right on in. So the name of the show is Out with the Old, In with the New. So basically, the purpose of this show is to talk about mindset. We said we're out with the old mindset, and now we're coming in with a new mindset. Meaning, I say, since Julie was talking about the like Aries and Rams, so the different ages, or she said the 12 zodiacs and the 12 tribes. Well, I deal with ages and time. So I believe that we are leaving one particular age and we're coming into another age. So by us moving from one age to another age, in specific, we move from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, then we're moving from out the old into the new. So moving into the age of Aquarius, we're moving into the technology age. We're moving in the age of to know, with the information age, where you have a lot of information that is ready and available that we can use to better our lives, right? So some of the things that we can use to better our lives, economics. Now I'm glad we have Al Tariq with the Starting Point up here today, because he have a beautiful credit repair savings money plan that they have initiated, and it's about economics. Now me, I'm a part of ULU, it's Us Lifting Us. So what I wanted to do is I'm going to read a quick article dealing with cooperative economics and the way that we as Black people, we need to move into this realm, right? So I tried to pull this up so I can share my screen, but it ain't working that way, so y'all got to bear with me. I'm still trying to get my laptop complete, so I'm working with other laptops, but we're gonna make it do what it do, you know. So I'm gonna read this article. It was on Atlanta Black Star. It's Atlanta Black Star article. The name of the article is "To Create True Lasting Wealth and Power, Black People Must Adopt a Cooperative Mindset." Again, the name of the article is on Atlanta Black Star. That's the website. The name of the article is "To Create Lasting Wealth and Power, Black People Must Adopt a Cooperative Mindset." I'm not going to read the whole article. You know, I've got one section that I'm gonna jump into. It ain't gonna be that long, so y'all bear with me. I ain't the best person at pronouncing words. All right, so I'm gonna try to get it off. All right, here we go. The proposal is for Black people to create cooperatives. Cooperatives are a variation of the corporation, but designed specifically for the interests of Black people who participate in our cooperative business culture. Cooperatives establish the African-centered economic model that we need to fulfill the social, political, and educational goals we have as a people. Model cooperative is ULU, Us Lifting Us. ULU is a fully Black-owned and operated cooperative that seeks memberships from like-minded Blacks both in the USA and globally. The goal of ULU is to organize the resources of the Black community, human financial, and material to re-engineer a new Black economy. With a viable and lucrative economic base, Black people can act as a collective with accountability from our leadership to achieve our strategic aims and goals. The following is a 10-point plan and appeal, which I'm going to share my screen, let y'all see, to accomplish such. If we attract an initial membership of 1,000 to 3,000 member owners, we can be well on the way to achieving our flagship venture, right? The Ulu Mark, profits earned from this wholly owned and controlled marketplace, can be used to compete for investments and development projects on the African continent, all right? I'm going to stop right there. I'm not going to go no further. So basically, what it's talking about is we trying to get 1,000 to 3,000 Black-centered and all who have the same mind frame of creating wealth. The goal of Ulu is to create a sustainable economy within an economy that can sustain us as a group of people, and we can pass this on to our children and our children. So what I'm gonna do right fast is, y'all gotta bear with me. I'm gonna share my screen. And then I'm gonna bring this all together. Once I share my screen, I'm gonna read the 10-point plan. Then I'm gonna bring it into what is going on currently with NCRBG and what we actually have that we're about to start rolling out, right? Bear with me. See if I can. I'm gonna share. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna share that sucker like that, right? There was something. Look like the Matrix or something going on. Right, so, all right, now let me see, where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, there we go. Booyah. Y'all let me know if y'all see this. Can y'all see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. Do it need to be bigger, or is big enough?
You can module over to your left side of the screen. It's kind of offset.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to move it no further. If I move it any further, it's gonna mess up.
All right, so, you good?
Y'all bear with me.
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, this right here is Ulu is By Us Lifting Us Economic Development Cooperative LLC. This is an LLC, and short for Ulu. This is Ulu 10-point appeal and plan for the new Black economy, right? Current events and the general unrest of the times call for radical change. The following points provide practical and necessary steps for a new and positive assistance for us today and for future generations, right? I have a 10-point plan that we trying to initiate. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's already 400 of us. But I'm gonna read this and then I'll go into a little bit more of it. As Black people, right, we take full responsibility for the economic destiny of our communities and nations. All right. Second, Black persons and Black institutions, especially the Black church, join together as members in a large-scale cooperatively owned business enterprise to pool our resources. That's very important, pooling our resources, right? All right. The third, this cooperatively owned business enterprise is reflective of our unique culture and interests in the world. So Ulu is going to deal with specifically African or Black people in the diaspora, our unique culture and interests in the world, right? The governance and legal form of this cooperative accommodate democratic principles. One member, one vote with elected leadership. Member, you got one vote, and we're gonna have an elected leadership. You're gonna have a president, a vice president. We're actually gonna have a board, but it's one member and one vote, no, regardless. So if I'm the president, I only still have this one vote, right? Only members in a cooperative and not the public have the opportunity to secure ownership units, which is equity, in the business enterprise with the potential to amass billions of dollars for community development, right? So only members are able to put equity, to purchase equity in this business enterprise, right? Only members, right? So number 6, the cooperative is driven. Hold up. Yeah, number 6. The cooperative focuses on opening and operating businesses in local communities that provide needed, creates new jobs, stimulate additional business activity, and yield a fair profit, right? So the purpose is to operate businesses locally that's going to provide goods and service. It's going to and it's also going to stimulate additional business activity, in the community. Number 7, the cooperative is driven to duplicate and expand into hundreds and eventually thousands of businesses, all owned and controlled by the collective. Meaning we're going to have hundreds and thousands of business that's all going to be controlled by us, by the members of this organization, right? The net profits from overall cooperative success are used to, number 1, you're going to reinvest in the community. Secondly, distribution of grants and endowments. And third, direct returns, dividends to members, owners of this cooperative. So we're going to make money. We're going to reinvest it. We're going to distribute it into grants and endowments. And also the members are going to get a return in their investment, right? Large-scale cooperative-owned, group-owned business enterprise functions as a catalyst and central element in building and sustaining the new Black economy, one that gives power to our people. That's key at the end. It gives power to our people. Also, this is a catalyst and central element in building and sustaining Black economy, right? And number 10 is the Us Lifting Us Economic Development Cooperative LLC serves as the aforementioned model, meaning this is the model that's going to allow these 10-point plans to go on, right? Special note, these 10 points form the basis for Black economic empowerment. The security and welfare of our people starts with our determination to control the economics of our communities and nations. Now, Black people and Black people alone hold the key to the gateway leading to their freedom. This is from Philosophies and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. If you haven't read that book, I think you should get it. Again, that's a quote from Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. That's a great read. I think a lot of people, if you haven't read it, that's a book that you really should get. Let me see if I can get out of here. Y'all bear with me. All right, so now, well, if I had enough time, I will show y'all more because the ULU, that's the 10-point plan, but it's also steps. It's 3 phases how this 10-point plan is going to be initiated and given out to the people. Now, I told y'all it's over 400 members. Once we reach 1,000 members, we're going into stage 1. Now, with 1,000 members, you understand what we're asking is 1,000. Each member purchase at least 1 unit. A unit costs $1,000. All right. So with 1 unit, 1 person, $1,000. So we have over 400 members. That means our spending base is over $400,000 as we speak right now. Now, as it stands right now, ULU is in the stages to open up the first ULU market in Atlanta, Georgia. Right now, it's going to be a coffee market where the coffee is being shipped from African and Caribbean countries over here. That's how we get the coffee over here. But it's going to be an ULU coffee market. But I'm not going to go into that a lot because that's a little bit separate. But members of NCRBG are ULU members. I will acknowledge that and let people know that. Some of the members, quite many of the members of NCRBG, are also members of ULU. All right, so now I'm going to bring this into what we got going on right now. So this ULU model, we are now in the process of implementing a smaller version of this ULU model into NCRBG. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Now, obviously, we're not going to get 1,000 people, but what we are doing is now, with the funds that we're getting in, we are now in the process of projecting in 6 to 12 months how much money with the dues that we're receiving, how much money we will have, and how we're going to be and reinvesting this money so we all can continue making money. Now, that's when I get my laptop right, I got some breakdowns that I'm going to show what we got coming on. Now, with the building, we getting the kids get out of school Friday, actually. Friday is the last day of school where we at in the hospital. So starting, not next week, because I don't want to be premature, but the following week we should have start having our first tutoring classes inside of our building. So now let's get to out with the old, in with the new. What we're doing is we're removing mindset of me and mine, and we're replacing it with ours. We're going to get rid of these words that's singular, that's all about me or I. And we're now trying to replace this with us. Words that are plural, meaning adding all of us together so we as a collective can start making change. So how we have to do this is you have to have a changing of the guard, or we're moving into a new age, right? So you're going to move from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, a changing of the guard. It just happens. Like sometimes you lose and somebody else wins. I mean, things change. This is constant. This is evolution. And that's what we're talking about right now. We're basically talking about changing our mindset, changing our ways, changing the way that we do business and everything. You know, that's what we're talking about and what we are trying to establish right now. So also, I should have said this earlier, but we got 2 new members. I'm not going to release their names. I'm going to let them come up here on the show. I tried to get them up here, but today, they will get up here themselves and introduce themselves to the family. So things is growing, things is changing, and I'm just happy. We are actually seeing fruit bear from our seeds. We're actually starting to see the fruit. Now, it's not about seeing the fruit, but it's also good when you see stuff happening. And it's happening at a rapid pace, fast, and I'm loving it. And I'm just real glad, the vice president, Jason, should be coming up in here real soon. If not, we're going to keep it moving. But, that's a quick layout on this ULU and us buying back the community, or us restoring, meaning taking it out the hands of those that's not doing no good for us, and we, the people, are starting to regain our consciousness, regain our place in history, and now we're about to take back the community the way we should do it, with the help of the people. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, that's what this is all about, a changing of the guard. And it's time for this change to occur. NCRBG is going to lead this change along with the Starting Point, along with everybody. We all going to lead this change, and we're changing the guard. So if you want to stay stuck in your old ways, move forward with progress, don't worry. We're not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. But you're going to have to eventually come along. We have a young lady that's going to start, she's actually going to be the head of our arts class for our summer school. And just listen to her and listen to the roadblocks that were placed in her path to stop her from doing what exactly we're about to get her to start doing. It's just astonishing to me when I sat here and I spoke with this lady and how passionate she is about what she wants to do and how she have been trying to do it, but she haven't been getting no help. People or the institutions that you would think would actually be helping. You would think that some of the places that she said that she's reaching out to, they would be all willing to, yes, let's do this, but getting roadblocks. So, I mean, this stuff is falling right in our lap, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's all about all of us coming together, the ones who want to come together and work together to make these things happen. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give everybody a chance to add on. I'm gonna take a step back. Actually, I need to run and handle something right fast. So I'm gonna step back and open up the floor to anybody. I mean, speak your piece. Any corrections, anything that you want to add, you know, by all means. The floor is whoever's. All right, don't everybody speak at once now.
Hey, Stuart.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on who got Man and Julian in there.
Yeah, Marquise. Most of the time, Marquise ain't gonna say too much. So if anything you want to add, go ahead.
Oh no. I was trying to let somebody else go. You know I can talk, so I was trying to fall back. But at the end of the day, what you was talking about with the new mindset of going from me and mine to ours, that's the beginning stages. That's the only way we're gonna get anything done. When you go into something like this with a selfish mindset, you know, selfish things happen and division takes place.
Facts. Oh yeah, go ahead, Altari. Go ahead, man. Talk. My own. But yeah, you know, I'm sorry, y'all. But you know, we got to change the vibrations, the functions, and the way that we do things. You know, we're gonna stay stagnant, and if we stay stagnant, then we're never gonna see the fruit. We're never gonna see the benefits of the fruit that we bear. President in right now. I'm gonna let him take over right fast.
Peace, fam. Peace, fam. NCRBGs, we out here. We just trying to make a change for the better for the community. Like I said, I'm just getting in, but like I say, everybody's always asking for. They're tired of this. My question is, when the change comes, will you accept the change? You know what I'm saying? That's the question I've been dwelling on, because a lot of people are set in their old ways. So because of that, they don't, you know, when change comes, they don't know if it's good or bad. So, you know what I'm saying? So my whole thing in the Hosky, this NCRBG organization, we've been showing love and doing stuff for the community. And it's like it's something different in some people's eyes. Some people, a lot of people are supporting us. Some people, we're not used to that. I mean, I like it, but I'm not used to it. So I'm like, okay. I mean, when change comes, will you accept the change? I want to thank everybody for coming up here. Like I said, I'm just coming in, Altari, being up here, brother. And who's that, man? Thanks for coming up here. Who else is up here?
Julie.
Julie. Okay, peace. Canada, I love that. Building. I appreciate y'all for coming. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we're pushing a change in Ahoskie, Carolina, period. All of us, we're pushing the change. We all want to change. We're the new generation. We're that generation that we have to make a change. For anything to go through as far as people trying to corrupt anything, they had to start somewhere. With the first people that's going to say, this is what we're going to do. And then we're going to teach our kids to go on with this. There's not going to be no change. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the Jews and the Holocaust. At one point in time, the Jews came together and said, that's not happening again. And we're going to get all the Jews around the world, one organization. We're going to put all our money together, and we're going to make sure this does not happen again. We're going to create our own schools. We're going to create our own churches. We're going to create our own banks. What we were doing in the beginning, in the 1920s, in the 30s. But they ain't dropped no bomb on the Jewish community. They ain't dropped no bomb on the Muslim community on the American side. So, but they dropped bombs on the African community. The government has dropped bombs on the African for a rise, doing the same thing these other organizations, other nationalities are doing. My opinion is like, okay, if that's going on, what kind of treaty do you have with other nationalities that you had that you could come into the United States and guarantee that black people are going to support you? Huh? Because we spend trillions. The organization, a nationality that comes over here and says, we want to come and start our own business. Give us, well, I guess the United States could say, well, we got a whole bunch of black people, and trillions of dollars on religions and holidays they know nothing about. Hey, y'all can eat. We all eating. Y'all could throw some liquor stores on that corner. You could throw some drugs. You meet the right person in the black neighborhood, they're probably saying, you probably could sell some drugs. You get it over here, I'm pretty sure you can sell it to somebody.
Yeah. And
you'll help us arrest people. Huh? I'm pretty sure that's what's going on, because we're not rising, but we're not coming together neither. So we're trying to change this. The change needs to happen. We all want to change. It takes a people to change. So,
yeah.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 39. I wish I would have done this when I was in my 20s. And I wish I would have been taught, but I can't dwell on that. I'm at where I'm at right now. And I got to do what I want to do and teach my kids and other kids, because we got this building now. So now, and I have met parents pull me to the side and said, I seen y'all, the cops ran y'all away, and I seen y'all got a building. Y'all doing tutoring? My kids need tutoring. I said, more stuff about their ideas. And I'm telling them that's what we need. And they're coming. They're bringing their kids. They need tutoring. My kids need tutoring. You know what I'm saying? All our kids need some type of form. I need tutoring. Huh? I need tutoring. For real. I'm serious. So,
look, and I'm gonna add some context to what my partner was saying when he talking about these other races of people. Now I'm gonna read this same article I was reading earlier. I stopped, but I'm gonna read some that back my partner up, right? Check it out. It said the Chinese control much of the global manufacturing businesses and infrastructure development industry in Africa. So you got the Chinese people in Africa. They controlling the global manufacturing business and infrastructure development industry in Africa, right? The Koreans and the Japanese control large portions of the electronics industry and have a significant presence in the auto manufacturing industry. Asians generally control the black hair care business in Africa and the diaspora. White religious minority groups have outsized influence in banking, academia, and media. Other white ethnic groups control financial services, shipping, military, and government. East Indians have a large representation in the hotel management, technology, and medicine. Now listen what they say about black people. However, there is no major industry that is under the complete control of black people, and by extension. There it goes, family.
Wow.
There is no major industry that black people control from top. I had just read other industries where other ethnic groups are controlling. They are completely controlling. But we as black people, with our $1.3 trillion spending power.
Okay, so what's that? That backs up what I said.
Yeah, it backs it up.
They got contracts saying they're gonna keep us from rising. Look, the government saying, look, the blacks are never gonna rise. They're not gonna have no black leaders. We're gonna kill them. If they ever get past us, we're gonna blow them up. Keep coming and take over the hair industry. Look, he named when all them nationalities, we supply all of them. The hair, the oil, the air, we supply all of them. But we the ones that spend trillions. Their money is being saved up and invested in businesses to support them. We the only ones that's not supporting our own. We're spending trillions. Man, if we just took $1 trillion and invested in the black community, come on now, $1 trillion. We don't need all of it. I'd love to have all of it, but $1 trillion. We're not getting a percentage of it. What we getting? How much we putting in the black community?
Out of shit.
Out of $1 is how much? 3 cents.
Yeah, like out of $1, I think. Hold on, y'all. Look, out of $1, I think black people I don't know that amount, but I know how long the money stays in the black community for like 6 hours.
6 hours.
So like
so that's saying you work
40
40 hours a week. As soon as you get paid within 6 hours, you don't went to some other nationality and spent your money. As far as a bill, it could be anything, cardinal, anything. And we're all subject to that. But what I'm saying is we can make a change. We can do our own insurance companies. You see, our own banks. We can pay out, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, over there in Fayetteville, they lowering down bills. You know what I'm saying? But they're creating their own businesses to do that. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this money. Let's do it with ourselves. $1 trillion, 1.1
trillion spending.
Come on, man.
So in short, like we have the money, but we just ain't directing it the right way. We wasting it.
We're not. I mean,
that's where Al Tariq come in at. How to stop wasting.
Stop wasting money.
Your money. The money that you have, you're spending in places. So you redirect that money maybe to different areas into something that you can see tangible, get a return in. So what we have to do is we have to start thinking small, big, but we got to start on a small scale. So when we say that black people got a $1.3 trillion spending power, that's a lot of money. Mm-hmm. But how many black people are we going to get that all have the same like-minded idea? Let me give y'all a rundown. Just think about how much money people spend in lottery a day. So you got some people spend $20. I know some spend more than 20, but I'm gonna be generous. You got some people spend $5 a day in lottery. $5 a day. I'm being generous. Yeah. I'm gonna say you got some people that spend $5 a day in lottery.
Every day.
Right? So you multiply 5 times 7, that's $35 a week, right? Say you got 10 people. I'm being small with this now, because if you want to say 100, just listen to the math. I'm gonna say 10. people spending $35, a week in lottery, that's $350 a week. Now you do that times 4 weeks, you're looking at what, 700?
28.
I think it's like 1,400.
700.
700. Hold up, 35, yeah, 350.
4 months, 28. Or 4 weeks.
It's 1,400. That's $1,400 a month. Yeah, that's $1,400 a month with 10 people just in lottery. Now I'm being generous with 10 people now. So that's $1,400 a month. You multiply that times a year. That's at 10 people now. Now, most people I know spending 20, 10, and more. I know some that's spending $80, $90 a day in lottery. So let's just imagine if we could get 100 people, $35 a week, right? If you spend on $35, you spend about $140 a month times 100 people. You 1,500? How much that? That's like 1,400. I mean 14,000.
Over 14.
So you look at that type of money. What can them same 100 people do with that $14,000 that they spent in that 1 month collectively? The worst thing about it is when black people used to run numbers, what did they say? They made that shit against the law. For you to run numbers back in the days, black people used to run numbers. This whole lottery system came from black people running numbers. They do.
Get it computerized.
They say, well, we're going to find a way to tax this shit. We're going to tell y'all you can't do this, but we're going to do it and tax y'all. And now we are spending our money in this shit. I go to this gas station and I'm telling them, like, man, do y'all understand how much money y'all spending on the lottery?
Let's go to the next level. You got states, it's illegal. They locking people up left and right. But then you go to New York and what is it, August, they got a weed festival.
A whole goddamn week free.
Now you Google it.
Just
I want y'all to Google it.
Day.
I want y'all to Google Oktoberfest.
It's a Harvest Fest.
Harvest Fest. They done changed the name to make it. Go out, listen. 20th year anniversary.
Yeah, a whole weekend. You can smoke all the weed you want.
Forget smoking. They
growing it. They got all these, but this one weekend you can do it no problem. But any other time throughout the year, they're locking your ass up. Let's look at Colorado. All this money that Colorado was making off this weed tax.
But listen, it's people that quit their jobs, taking their savings, moving to these states to start businesses about weed they don't know nothing about. The money's about to be made. But on the bottom end, all that no more suspended sentences. Now, I don't know if y'all know about the law, but usually when you get caught and it's your first offense, second offense, and the judge is being lenient, 6 months, the judge will say, well, I'm going to give you a suspended sentence. I'm going to give you 3 years probation. So-and-so, so-and-so. Daggone, this guy comes out and say, oh, no more suspended sentences. Minimum charges, you got to do that. Mandatory. So basically, what is that saying? The contract they got with these private prisons now. Because the prisons they're going to sue. Because they don't got contracts with these private prisons saying they have an X amount of people in these prisons
per month.
I mean,
like
not
80,
just,
you know,
but they want a certain, you know what I'm saying? You already know.
And I'm gonna tell y'all the kicker with this shit. When you go, everybody in the street who smoke weed, you know the prices. Buy that medical weed. How is that the same goddamn prices it is in the street? Somebody explain that. How is that medical weed the same prices it go for in the street? So what do they tell you? How do they know the street prices? Man, I'm gonna get off that though. But how the hell do they?
But what I'm saying is, look at all these states making billions. Look, the weed industry is $1 billion industry now. not millions. But then you got states like North Carolina, New York. I mean, they're locking people up for a little petty charges. And you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Even the alcohol back in the day,
Bootleg.
look at the bootleg. They were selling bootleg. The white man was selling 100 miles an hour, race cars, everything. As soon as a black man rise up in the woods, because we in the woods with it. They didn't even know we had it. You know what I'm saying? We in the woods with it. Got a special sauces on it. Huh?
Well, we call it sweet water.
Yeah, sweet water. That sweet water. Look. So they said, hold on. They used to go in the woods and burn them up. You go see a big old explosion in the woods. Oh, they go so-and-so joint going down. You know what I'm saying? So look, then they want to go, what the mob come through. What the mob do? They made a racket on it. The mob made a racket on bootleg and the numbers. I mean, they don't talk about that.
It became a big crime when black people got involved.
But guess what?
And once the government able to tax it, so just like one time marijuana used to be legal, cocaine used to be legal
until it got in the black hand.
And the white women started saying that they thought black men was gonna wake white women once they snorted it, so they made it illegal. You pay attention.
It's history with everything, man.
You pay attention to the cycle, though. The cycle is all about if they can tax it, they can legalize it. So that's what's going on with the marijuana. They take the numbers away from us. We can't run numbers, but once they found a way to tax it and get the money off of it, the same thing with marijuana. That's why so many states is legalizing it, because the United States is broke. If you want to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. The United States is really broke. These states are broke. So they are trying to find ways to get money to make up the deficit in revenue. And they finding out that marijuana, hey, it's kind of, I mean, listen, Colorado, I forgot how much they made, but it's in the billions.
That's in the billions. That
they made in 1 year. It was so bad that these marijuana dispensaries didn't know where to deposit their money. They was afraid to deposit because the banks wouldn't take the money because it was against federal law to sell it, but in the state it was legal. So they had to invest in Bitcoins. For all y'all for all y'all who don't know about cyber currency, they were like, well, shit, we gonna invest this shit in some cyber currency.
And got rich.
That's a whole different conversation though. But you just gotta understand that and with the new, man. That's what it's all about, man. And when you study American history, you can see out with the old and with the new, with everything. The numbers. People ran numbers, it was old. America said, we're going to revamp this shit and send it back to you new, right? I don't want to do it, but not only that, the bootleg, the numbers, the marijuana, even to a certain extent, some of the history we taught, like Christopher Columbus, that we word it and send it back to us. Out with the old, you get the old, right? You revamp it and then you send it some new out there.
They still rewrite.
Yeah, because once you write it now, you got to keep writing it to keep covering the shit up. But we exposing it. But unity is the word in community. So when you talk about a community, right? How you spell community? You gotta understand in the word community is the word unity. It's just the Y is not there. Right? It's UNITIES. But you know, it stands for unity. You can't have a community without unity. So once you get unity among people, then you can start building a community. Some of the things that you must unify on is your culture, things that we all see as a part of us. That is our culture. Regain our culture, we can regain unity, then we can build a community. So then once we build a community, we can all go on, but we can go further, but we gotta have something that hold us together. Something that we all see eye to eye on, something that we see that we all need to do together to get out of our situation. See, the thing of it is us that are comfortable, that are doing good, we gotta force ourselves to understand that it is illusion. Or our comfortability is nothing but an illusion, because at any time and moment we can become a hashtag. No matter how rich, no matter how comfortable you are in this situation or in this life that we are living, at any point in time and minute, one wrong stop, one wrong move, you can become a hashtag just like that. So the way it's set up is for those who are doing a little bit good in the hood. See, the problem is a lot of times when you have those that are excellent or that are spectacular or that are doing good in the field, they go work for, they snatch them away from the hood and they send them other places, but it's not benefiting those that they left. So what we got to start doing is we got to have something to offer those, something to offer the intellectuals to stay here with us and help us. But how are we going to have something to offer them? It has to be something monetary, and to keep it honest, because you got to pay your bills. So it goes back to us regaining control of our dollar, reinvesting our dollar in certain businesses where we have our own way of making money. Feed it ourselves. So once we invest in our different businesses, we're going to shop in these different businesses. How we can get rid of a Walmart out of the hood. You want to know how you get Walmart out of the hood? Mom and pop store that we all own. And we all go there. We got an echo, but that's how you get these stores out to your community. How you get McDonald's to leave the hood? Uptown Cafe need to be owned by most of all of us in the hood. Guess what? We ain't going to shop at McDonald's. When we hungry, we go to Uptown Cafe then. Because we're going to be buying the food from ourselves. That's how you remove these big corporations out of our towns, if once we own something and we got a choice. So instead of going to McDonald's, we can go to Uptown Cafe. You can go support Uptown Cafe anyway because it's black owned. It's better if it is cooperative, if it's a corporation and it's multiple black people that own it. Because now you're talking about a different type of dynamic. When you got 100 people that own Uptown Cafe compared to one, it's a big difference. Because if you got one, that one person cannot sustain Uptown Cafe by themselves. But if you got 100 people who own Uptown Cafe, most likely them 100 people are going to go and eat at Uptown Cafe when they're hungry. So now you are sustaining your own business without outside help. Now that is true power.
Preach.
But the only way we ever going to get to that type of power is if we get back to unity, on a common goal, a common interest that we all see that we can get to. And once we unite there, I'm telling y'all, it's a wrap. It's 50. I want to say 10, but really to make a business and sustain a small mom and pop store, you need 50 to 100 people, because we can sustain it ourselves if we just shop there ourselves. It's so simple, man. It's just hard for us to get to that understanding, but it's a simple understanding. And Al Tariq, I think they're already doing it with the starting point in certain areas.
Hey man, what you just said right there about 50 to 100 people, you painted a picture that I've never looked at before. Like if 100 people own a grocery store or a restaurant, and they only and that's what, especially a restaurant that's serving great food for the soul, food for the body, that's gonna keep you healthy. If we pumping out that type of stuff and we eat in there, like you said, we can sustain the business ourselves. That's crazy.
That's
I've never thought nothing like that. You know what I mean?
That's what cooperative economics is. Because with cooperative economics, you're going to sustain the businesses you invest in yourself. Because you're going to invest in businesses that we use, stuff that we're going to buy ourselves. Invest this money into things that we know we're going to buy, that we have to spend so we can sustain it, so we don't need no outside help. This right here, I'm telling y'all, Tariq, This cooperative economic mindset is a killer. But it's a matter of people trusting one another to get it off the ground. That's the problem. You got to get a certain amount of people able to trust one another to get it off the ground. Now, UNO is on a big scale. When I'm talking about UNO.
No. I just want to say right there, because you said something that I was already thinking that I wanted to say. When you said we just got to begin to trust one another. What I was going to say was a part of out with the old and in with the new is the mentality of everybody your color is out to get you or out to get something or gain something. Yeah, true indeed. You got bad apples in every bunch, in every barrel, you know what I'm saying? But the main thing that we got to look at is that if we don't think that other cultures or races of people is out to get us just as much or more than our own people, like that's a crazy concept. You know what I mean? So, you know, I run into the issue sometimes when you know people's circumstances and situations, and then you know from your heart of hearts that it's something like you just said right then about those 100 business owners owning one business and sustaining it. You know that'll work. And getting those outside of yourself, getting those other 99 people, man, you're gonna run into people all the time talking about, well, who gonna keep the money? Who gonna be in charge of it? Look, that's out with the old, in with the new. We gotta find, look, and then I was gonna tell Jason earlier too, because he had started talking about, you know what I'm saying? He had started talking about finding those individuals, and then, you know, people gotta want the change. When the change comes, are you gonna accept it? We can't worry about those naysayers, those standby people, those sideline individuals who gonna sit back and watch the boat sail away and still talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even see how somebody can sit there and watch a boat gain momentum and then they still talking about it as if it's a negative thing. You know what I'm saying? So out with the old, in with the new. What you know, we have done over here in Fayetteville. I know the month of May was a pause month for us because we had a whole bunch going on, so we fell back on social media and everything. But I know we was receiving good vibes and some negative vibes. But at the same time, we had to make a fundamental decision. Hey, listen, we ain't even gonna. It's like having a serial killer. The one thing that a serial killer want is recognition. He wants you to keep him in the news. He wants you to say his name, you know what I'm saying, if he's on the run and you already know who it is. He want that, you know what I'm saying? So these negative individuals, what they want us to do, people like NCRBGs and the starting point, what they would love to see is that we slow down momentum, focusing on them, trying so hard to sell them or pitch something to them to get in. What we need as a culture is to only, and that's what my man Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher, the motivational speaker, this is one thing that he say, only worry about the yeses, man. Like with that mindset right there, only worrying about the yeses, that's gonna allow us to, one, value our time and spend our time wisely, two, gain more momentum faster, and three, what you just hit on right there, I got a question for y'all too. What can we do tomorrow to start something? I don't care what it is. What can we do tomorrow on Bitcoins? I told you I need education on some of this stuff. I have no idea on most of it. You already know. But we need to start. It don't matter what, like something, you know what I'm saying, to where we got some momentum, and then and not even like looking out when people seeing that, like what they see y'all doing, all those people that's coming aboard and all those people that's stopping through supporting, they see it, you know what I'm saying? They just, it's in due time to where the floodgates gonna open, because a lot of people, man, they like to see sustainability, time over time. How long? Because you know, it's a lot of people standing back saying, oh, that ain't gonna last. You know what I'm saying? I know Al Tariq, or I know Jason, or I know Stuart. They'll start something, switch it up. They got one thing this, and now they're in a new direction. That's what people like to say all the time. but we stay the course, and reach out to those people who reaching out to you. It's a wrap. So hey man, I just last thing I want to say, man, I thank God for y'all two brothers and everybody who get up here on a constant basis on a Thursday night, because we know they committed. Commitment is my wife said it best when we had our little session. Commitment is the main thing. I had some individuals who started, you know what I'm saying, just like January the 1st, you got some individuals who start the gym, but by March the 1st, they done cancel their subscription and owe these people some money because they never had the intentions of going across the finish line anyway. They just wanted to see what they could do quick, like, you know, everybody want it right now, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if we just keep on paddling that little engine there, think I could, we keep that same mentality, focus on Julie, Marquise, First Lady, Jason, Stewart, Al Tariq, my man Rob. I got to get him up here on the show on a regular basis, man. And then we're gonna start to grow. That's my little piece, man. I love that concept, man. You got to break some of that cooperative economics down to me, brother.
Okay, no problem. Ashley, I'm gonna see. Ashley, you want to say anything? I see you up here.
Hello, everybody. I'm just listening tonight.
Peace. How you doing?
Good. Al Tariq, you made some very, very good points.
Hey, thank you, Ashley.
Hey, you got that back scratcher. Hey,
boy.
Hey, look, whoever came up with that idea, they rich. Cause look,
hey, I told my wife a while ago, whoever came up with it is a genius. Cause boy.
But getting back to
it should have been one of us.
Yeah, get back to out with the old, in with the new. You know, when you were saying, like, somebody asked, well, who gonna control the money? Cooperative economics feels that because you have a board that you have to all the members have one vote. So you will have board members and everybody will vote for the positions. And with the positions come certain titles and certain duties that they have in their position. So as far as, let's say, dealing with the bank account, right? Well, then you have a treasurer. You have a president. You have a vice president, right? And how you would do that is kind of similar to what NCRBG do. When you have your meetings, what you do is you have in the meetings. So when you have a financial report, all the members get to see what's going on with the finances. So now everybody can feel like they are a part of it because now, okay, they get a breakdown. Okay, we spent this, yep. And this is what we have. And that eases the idea of somebody stealing from one another when you can constantly be breaking this stuff down to each other and they can understand it and they can see it. And if they have questions, you got to be transparent with them about it. Yep. You get what I'm saying? And then that right there would kill that. But as far as getting this shit off the ground, I'm like, we got to do it. We got to start. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something. And something I keep mentioning, the reason why I keep mentioning Ulu, and I have to stick to this is because, right, Jason the Ulu member, me and Jason Ulu members, 3-4 more Ulu members in a Hosky, and we want to start a business. Well, guess where we're going to get the money from? Ulu. We're going to finance the business ourselves through Ulu. All we have to do is give Ulu the business plan. And they're going to go through it, look at it. And like I said, we already got over 400 members, so we're already over $400,000 spending base, right? So once we have the business, we already got the money to finance the business. Mm-hmm. There is a whole nother animal. Y'all
hey, pause real quick. I need to know. You said Ulu, right? And then you said 400, and then you said 400,000. So those numbers right there let me know that each member invested $1,000.
That's the thing. Each member, you have to buy one unit. That's just spending base. But you gotta understand that most members will buy more than one unit.
One unit is what?
$1,000.
Gotcha.
So when you buy your unit, you get a certificate to represent that you own that's your stake in the company.
Stock.
Your stock, basically, in the company. You know what I'm saying? And it's a black owned only. So if, let's say I marry a white woman, right? And I die off, she can only get my stock and cash out. She can't keep that stock in that company. No, she got to cash out. You cashing out, baby. You can't. It's only for black people. That's the way it's set up. But like we implementing a smaller. Yeah, we implement a smaller version of it, but on a grand scale.
You gotta start. You gotta start.
Yeah, you gotta start. And listen,
you gotta start something.
Let me tell you something. North Carolina is deep in Ulu. Started their first. They're in the process of starting the first coffee shop in Atlanta. The next one is coming to Norfolk, the Norfolk area, and then Charlotte. So this Ulu shit is serious, man. For those who don't understand it, I be telling people there's no reason to try to rebuild the wheel. The wheel is already built and it's in motion. It's just a matter of time. Once people start seeing Ulu businesses, it's a wrap.
Hey, shoot me a link.
Walmart, it was too late.
Yeah, it was like
the workers who started 20 years ago, them the ones retired, they ain't got to do nothing else.
You know, they're going to be like Bitcoins. The ones who seeing Bitcoins now, they're like, man, it's worth a lot of money. But 5 years ago, Bitcoins were for $30 and $10 and shit, or $5 a Bitcoin back then. Some of them got into it when it was a penny of Bitcoin.
When we got into it was $250.
Yeah. Back then, look, I've been on it for a minute, but
it was $250. Now it's $2,000 damn dollars. I'm mad. He would beat me up, going back and forth, state to state, talking about, man, Bitcoin. I said, look, I need that cash. I said, no, I green stack. And my brother, we going to get money, we're making money. I said, look, I only got them green stacks. I worry about them Bitcoin. I can see them Bitcoin.
But that's what, man.
5 years later, if I'd have put $1,000 in that Bitcoin 5 years ago,
you be rich, man.
I ain't say rich. I ain't say rich, but
I'm listening. Right back then, they were
$250.
You said 5 years ago. They was.
That's when we was selling.
I'm saying
it was cheaper back then.
I don't know what you're talking about, but listen. 5 years ago, $250. 5 years ago, they came out 2010. So 5 years ago, they might have been $30 a Bitcoin, $1,000.
When you were buying them,
they was like $250, but that was 5 years ago.
Yeah,
but look, as far as Ulu, what I'm saying is with this Ulu thing though is that Ulu is going to once one get there, they're gonna pop up everywhere because it's a model that we as the people is going to invest in it. So it's not just going to be an Ulu coffee mart. That's just a start. You gotta understand that it's a sustainable business, and only Ulu members can work at the coffee mart. All the businesses that's being opened under Ulu, only the members of Ulu can work.
Man.
Let's say you are a member, right, and you start working, but you haven't purchased your unit. Where when you get paid, they're gonna start taking a certain amount to make sure you purchase a unit. So they want it so everybody that work there are part owner members. So now when you working, you're a member owner of the business, and so you're working for yourself. So it's a different type of confidence. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, that Ulu Mart.
You don't mind coming to work when you
Yeah,
work for yourself.
you working for yourself, and then
you be early.
And then when you want to shop, why am I going to go to Walmart and shop?
You buy for yourself.
I got my Ulu Mart.
Ulu Mart, everything. Forget Sam's Club. We got Ulu Club.
Man, that's gonna be revolutionary.
That's all
man.
it is.
Hey,
That's all
shoot me some links, man.
I got you, Arturo. I'm gonna put you in. Hey, do anybody else want to get in? Because we just babbling now. Julie, Marquise,
Ashley,
y'all come on, get in here. Well, I'm gonna see some leaks on though, out tweet, but you know, out with the old, in with the new. I want to thank everybody for coming here, you know, to the show today and listening to us. You know, it's what this the 6th month. We like 8 months into this now. Started this in November. We started, so we're like 8 months in. So we appreciate everybody. We got a new website coming out. It's revamped. I was trying to share it, but I guess we're gonna wait until it's completely revamped. But we got a new website coming out. Stupid, man. Professional website.
Professional, big. I'm happy about that.
Yeah. So you know, things is turning in the right direction, and you know, we want to thank everybody, you know, for putting forth that positive energy and giving us insight in what we need to do better. You know, and you know, us helping each other. You know, that's the name of the game. Us helping each other. Us lifting us. For us and by us. And hopefully we can get some more people up here. We got a couple more members. I tried to get one of them for sure today, but she a little camera shy.
Yeah,
So,
we got a teacher that's involved. We got she got arts and crafts with our program for NCRBGs, our tutoring. She got other people that's gonna help tutoring. Like I said, the building is coming together. We're working on some stuff. We got, like I said, we got new members. Man, everything's coming together.
Tariq, we're gonna have that little garden you was talking about too. You know, you said you got a little small piece of property.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right where our building at the back on our backyard, we're gonna talk and see if we can put a little garden back there. We're gonna let that garden be something that the children participate in, and that's gonna be part of their agriculture programming is gardening, and hopefully we can expand it from gardening. Hopefully Ashley, you know, she got all them flower beds. Maybe she'll be a good mentor, you know, for the youth. Yeah, to get them to get in there and let them see how to plant stuff and grow. And we can hopefully take some of the young men fishing. You know, we got some things that we're gonna make it come together.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody's help. One for the community, man, and everybody's up here now. I mean, we won't be where we at now, and that's a fact. So I want to thank everybody. So I guess we're gonna end the show.
Yeah. Do any one of y'all want to end it in a prayer or anything? We didn't start it off. Do anybody want to end in one? Because I'm telling y'all. About a month, I'm gonna start doing Egyptian hymns at the end. So look, I've been holding back now. I've been holding back.
Hey, give us one. Give us one, man.
No, I would have to get my book. I gotta study, man. I ain't gonna just jump out here.
Hey, I'll shade it down. I'll shade it down.
I ain't just gonna jump out here, man. But I'm gonna start him though. I already been practicing.
All right, so let me throw a plug in here before y'all go get off live, man. Hey, listen, this is mid-year. This is June. All right, it's some things that we said as individuals, each and every last one of up here. And people who gonna watch this on YouTube later on. There's some things that we said to ourselves in January 1. Everybody always making New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. If you don't even call it a New Year's resolution, many times, excuse me, I got a little cold. Oftentimes that we tell ourselves that this is gonna be our year. All right, so look, it's June, you all right? I know I'm speaking into somebody's life right now when I'm saying that probably by February or March, your momentum has stopped or started to slow down. You know, your motivation or something like that has stopped. But listen, if there's anything that you need financially in your life that you want to see change, if there's anything that you need with substance or services or products, and I ain't talking about, go out here and shop and spend money, because I'm teaching people how to save money. So like Brother Stewart and Brother Jason says, you know, pooling our resources together. So if you need some products and stuff like that, NCRBGs is doing coat drives, they're doing a whole bunch of things. We're doing some things on this side when it comes to you know, gathering up resources for children and adults. But financially, here's the area where we're hitting on the hardest in June, right? The month of June, we are looking at putting $1,500 to $2,000 back in your pocket multiple ways. We ain't telling you to come out here and sell nothing. We ain't telling you to come out here and ride with us and do anything outside of what you're currently doing. If you have a taxable job right now, I'm trying to tell you that there's money that you are letting slip by because some may not know. Okay, from January to June, we've seen others around us who've implemented the information, and they did it on a consistent basis to where they went from not only not saving anything and living paycheck to paycheck to actually seeing $500, $1,000, $2,000, right, each month. And that's crazy because they only thought that they made $2,000 for the month. All right, can y'all brothers hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. So, and I'm talking about people on fixed incomes that ain't getting no raises and they ain't getting no increases. I'm talking about they riding on a flatline income. But like Stuart said a minute ago, training yourselves and being consistent, right, is going to, and then it's all about what you want, right? Because, you can't hold nobody's hand. You can't make nobody do these things, but it's what you want. So real quick, I just want to say, www.thestartingpointfg.com. That's www.thestartingpointfg.com. All right. You can contact me directly. Al Tariq, Mr. Vacation Hayes on Facebook. I don't do Twitter or Instagram like that. I got an account, but I ain't really on it like that. Or you can text or call 706-294-0121. That's 706-294-0121. Any time of the day. If I don't answer the phone, I definitely return your call as soon as possible.
Appreciate that, brother.
I'm gonna let you end up. You can end it up.
Definitely hit Starting Point up. Al Tariq, that's a good brother. I grew up with him. That brother A1, he's 100%. So definitely hit him up. Basically, all his services are free. He's telling you you could save money from information you don't know. I mean, like, man, certain things I be thinking about. I be like, I'm gonna end the show, but I'm be using like common sense. Like if the lawman tells you if you tell me something, I'm gonna use it against you in the court of law. Why would you tell him something? You know what I mean? It's like if whatever you tell me, I'm gonna use it against you in the court of law. Why would you keep talking to that officer when he's told you? Al Tariq said, "Look, I can show you make 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 free information." That's just like the same. It's like going through my head. Like, why wouldn't I take time to see what this brother got to say? So definitely contact this brother. I appreciate everybody from being out here. Al Tariq, Julie, man, Stuart. He just got off, but everybody who's watching, I want to say peace and love to everybody. It's time to make this change. For us to be comfortable about this change, we got to make it. I mean, it's when we're not comfortable, when somebody else trying to do it for us. That's why we always need to change. But when we do it for ourselves, results. So we're gonna end it like this. Peace out, everybody. Black Power.
Peace.
Peace.